will just tell you the what all ways I analyze the stock.
Okay.
So based on that, we will just check that.
Okay.
So, okay, bro. So this is trading view, bro. In this, I will remove CPR.
Okay.
Okay, and then what I will do is I will remove this also. Okay, fine. Now, for positional stock analysis, go to weekly, bro.
Okay.
Okay, just tell any stock you want.
Yeah. Like anything.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, any stock you can take instant. Cipla you
Any
take.
stock.
Cipla.
Cipla, this is the stock, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do is you are going to take the stock for a short term.
Okay.
Clear. So if you are going to take a stock for short term, then what you need to do is you need to go to higher time frames.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So based on the time frame you are going to use, the stock movement can be held for that much days.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, if you are going to take a stock in 1 hour time frame, then you can hold for some 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
If you are going to take analyze a stock and take a stock based on daily time frame, you can hold for a maximum of 1 week.
Okay. Yeah.
If you are going to take the stock based on weekly time frame, then you can hold for even a 1 month. Okay. So if suppose you are going to analyze a stock and take the stock based on weekly time frame, you should not worry about intraday movements. Okay. So for example, if suppose you are going to take a stock based on the breakout of this high. Okay. But if you watch the daily time frame, after the breakout, it has started with some green candles.
Yeah.
So if you are worried that, oh my God, if suppose based on one single candle itself, if you are going to decide I'm going to exit the trade, then you are going to lose all your trades. Okay. So if you are going to work on weekly time frame, then you need to stick to weekly time frame only completely. Okay. So now, for example, if you are going to take a stock on weekly time frame, what I would tell you is that you have to select your portfolio. See, portfolio means choosing some 5 to maximum 5 stocks. So those 5 stocks, you need to ensure there should not be any big volatility. And those 5 stocks ensure to take in top 20 Nifty 50 stocks. Okay. So, and avoid banking and Reliance sector stocks. Sorry, avoid banking and pharma sector stocks. Because in pharma, if you see any news related to the company comes, means sudden movement either can be upside or downside, and it can damage our trade. So try to choose some stocks which are having good fundamentals, good weightage, like that. Okay. So for now, I will just tell you how to analyze Cipla stock. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you need to do is, if you are seeing this chart based on candlesticks. Correct now, bro?
Yeah.
So you may get confused a lot because these candlesticks are facing some rejections. There is more noise in these candlesticks. So whenever you are going to analyze a stock, whenever you are going to draw some support and resistance, try to convert your candlestick chart to line chart. Okay. In this line chart, try to connect the higher highs or higher lows to draw support and resistances as well as trend lines. Okay. For
Okay.
example,
Yeah.
I can see a support over here and a support over here. So this is the support it was taking continuously. If you could see over here, correct na?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can. It took a support over here. Again, it went up. It again took a support over here. It was facing some sort of trend line support over here.
Okay. Yeah.
Once it gave a breakout, I'm just zooming out this session. Once it gave a breakout, from here 506 it has fallen to 380, nearly 120 points it has fallen. Okay, when you are seeing this zone alone, when you are seeing this zone alone, you might think that this fall would have happened in some 3 days or 3 weeks. But this to have this fall has happened nearly for an year. If you see over here, it started at 29th October 2018 and the fall till here has happened as 16th March 2020. Okay, so in between this zone, there would have been lot of ups and downs. If I go to this chart, candlestick chart, and if you see, there are lot of ups and downs. But it has gone where? That only we are going to find out. So, if you could draw a line over here, this is the support zone where the candle has hit a lot of times. If you see over here, the candle has got hit, the candle has got hit. So, the candle also approached to near to that zone. See, if I draw the candlestick patterns, I could see the exact support taken. In line chart, you will not have any noise. In line chart, it will be considering only close. In candlesticks, you can see where it has exactly rejected. Okay, just like that, I just draw this line to show you guys that this candlestick has this support line I have drawn. Why? Because the candlesticks has taken a support in many number of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In weekly chart itself, it has taken support nearly for 6, 7 times. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I thought the candle may come and touch over here, and that is what has happened.
Yeah, but there was a resistance just above that also. It can
Yeah, this one
touch it. Not that like above 2017. Yeah, that there is a strong resistance also.
It is a resistance, but that is not a strong resistance. Why I am not saying at a strong resistance means it has not hit many number of times. It has hit over here first time, second time it has broken. Third time it came down to take trend line support. Okay, and after that it did not even reach that resistance or support. It just like that it came and broke that also. So any support or any resistance, what we can say is like is always to get broken. At one point of time, any support, any resistance, it may be some 5 times, 6 times also, it would have touched and bounced. But one day it will for sure get broken. Okay. So now I will tell you one more. So if you see any chart in line chart or any chart, first of all, try to understand where and all the market or the stock has tried to take some support. For now, we have seen this trend line support. Correct now, bro?
Actually, which tool you are using now to draw that thing?
In this you have to grow, bro. In this line, I'm using extended. Okay, if I use extended, this line will be bigger. Like from my point to the point I joined, after that also it will get extended. If suppose I'm using this trend line, from the point I keep to the point I end, that will be the distance it will cover.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay, I always prefer higher time frames and extended tool to draw trend lines.
Yeah.
Okay, in
Okay.
trading view, what you can do is like, this is the trend line which is taking support now. When it is nearing here, you can write the alert stating like, if the trend line is broken, yes, alert is needed. Or if suppose this 516 is broken and alert is needed, trading view can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
But when should
Now
we,
what
when can, yeah.
Sorry, bro?
Like, how can we confirm that it is a breakout?
Always I have told in the YouTube videos also, bro, whenever there is a breakout happening, you need to wait for retest. Okay. So this is the breakout has happened. Okay. So you need to wait for retest. The candle has taken a retest. And after that, you can take an entry over here. Okay. And where you need to exit your trade means whenever this high is getting broken, or whenever the trend line is getting broken and gets closed, you can take a trade.
You can exit.
Okay. Yeah, exit. These all things happen just for the retailers to exit their positions. Okay. Because this took a breakout, retest, and started moving down. But again, they just wanted to ensure retailers has to get trapped. They took it above. But see, after this point, after the retest point here, it again got broken. Okay, so
how can we avoid all these traps? We can't avoid.
These traps we can avoid. If we have to avoid, means we have to take some good quality stocks, bro.
Okay.
Because some weaker hands, all the time, our FA and DA will always try to trap us, but we need to ensure that we are not we are not going to get trapped. I'll just tell you some other tricks also, bro, how to ensure that you are in the right path.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you are analyzing some sort of trades like breakout and all these things happening, just to do one thing, draw a Fibonacci. So this is the recent swing low. Sorry, this is the recent swing low. Okay, and this is the recent swing high. This point I'm saying. Yeah. Draw a Fibonacci over there. Okay. So if suppose whenever this first one is there, one.
But we don't know that point now at that time. Like you have considered that point as the last point.
For example, what I'm trying to say here is, this price is coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not sure whether this point is going to happen or not.
Okay.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I could see a breakout happening.
Okay.
But I'm not sure whether it is going to go up or go down. So what I will do is like, this is a recent low.
Yeah.
From this low to from this high.
Yeah.
I am going to draw a Fibonacci.
Like you can keep that angle as how much you need. That angle, like that also you can do. That will not affect anything. Like if you increase the angle.
Angle, I'm not, no, bro. This is just, I'm just extending, nothing wrong. For example, it's 1.618 is over here, which is
changing the angle.
No. That will not affect, because this is 429. I'm just extending it because it can extend. It can go for any long. That is why I extended. If I keep it at here also, at the point where then also the value will be same. Okay. So I'm just extending it so that to ensure that to cover the range. That is what. Okay. So now what you can expect is like, whenever a candle is breaking below 1, this 0 to 1 now 1. you can expect a pullback.
Yeah.
Okay, you can expect a pullback till 0.618.
Okay.
And after that, it should fall. Okay, and one more thing, what I would say you here is, there are a lot of things you need to capture here, bro. I'm just removing this line.
Okay.
Trend line also I'm removing. If you could see over here, this is there now.
Yeah. Channel.
This is nothing but a bearish flag pattern. Okay, so this is the pole. The pole is nothing but this length. Where is it? Here. This pole is nothing but this length. Okay. 1 second, bro. This pole is nothing but this length. Okay, and we can expect the target also to that point. Sorry, bro. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you need to do is, like, you need to view the chart in every different angles possible. Okay, so for how we have chosen this trade, we changed the trade to line chart, and then we tried to connect the trend. We tried to connect the swing lows so that we could get a trend line support. And after getting the trend line support, I could see a breakout happening. So this is the point where you would have got alerted saying that a breakout is happening. And then next, what you need to do is, like, you need to draw the Fibonacci to know whether it is going to go for a retest or whether it is going to, whether to trust the break or not. So here what I could see is, like, this, after touching the 1, it is trying to go for a retest till 0.618. We are not sure whether this will go till 0.618 or whether it will go to 0.5. What we can do is, like, we can just hope till 0.618. And then what I could also see is, like, when I'm removing the Fibonacci, I could see a bearish flag is also happening. So these are all more confirmations towards a trade to go further. Okay, and once after giving breakout from this flag pattern, it started bleeding towards a target. The target is nothing but the pole's height.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we need to analyze a lot of stocks. So I will show you one stock which I am watching, bro. Which I'm watching as well as I have entered. PVR. Okay. PVR, I'm just taking this chart to 1 hour, bro. Okay. In 1 hour, I'm joining the recent highs. Okay. What I'm doing next is I'm going to join the recent lows. Okay, bro. This is one pattern. This pattern is called as falling wedge. So what is a falling wedge? So this is the falling wedge pattern, bro. Yeah, this is the perfect example. This is the falling wedge. Whenever a falling wedge gives a breakout, the movement will be in the upper side. Okay.
Yeah.
So the target, wait, let me show where the possible. See here, if you see here now, once after giving breakout, the length is there now. That will be the target. Clear? The same way what I have done now is, in 1 hour chart, I could see a falling wedge happening. Clear? So I'm expecting some movement in this stock. It can go till this point. It can go till 1200 also, or it can go till what all points means you have to use your Fibonacci. So even now, let me forget this Fibonacci, bro. Even now, what we can say is like, what are the next resistances we could see? The resistance here, one resistance. Here is one resistance. Here is one resistance. Correct now, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm going to use Fibonacci. I'm going to join this swing low and this swing, this swing high and this swing low.
Yeah.
Okay. So my targets for PVR will be 927 or 928, and then the next target will be 1044.
So when did you enter this trade? Like how you confirm that it is a breakout?
In the previous reply, I told now, bro, I enter a trade based on breakout and retest. So like, now I will remove all the lines. Wait. Now I will remove all the lines. I will tell you how and when I entered the trade. Okay. So what happened is the stock has given breakout.
Okay.
And it has gone for a retest.
Okay.
And then it started moving up. Correct.
Yeah.
I entered exactly at this point, the line where the next breakout is happening. Here, 889, but my entry price was 892. Okay. So my expectation of target is either it can touch 9,025 and then 10,044, 10,040 is the expected target.
Okay. So you will exit some of your loads before in the first target.
Yeah, bro. No, I will exit the load whenever the next targets are getting hit. So, for example, whenever I'm using Fibonacci, so I will exit my trade when the target is reaching near 9,020 to 9,030 zone. This zone I will exit. And then some I will exit at this zone. But what you need to do is like you need to wait patiently. Okay. Why I am saying we need to wait patiently is for this fall to happen from this point to this point. Just think of this point to this point. It has taken 3rd April to 18th of May, nearly more than 45 days it has taken. Okay. So the up movement can be very fast also. The up movement can be very slow also. But whenever you are going to take a swing trade, you need to wait and watch very patiently.
Like how much time is there any like till how much time we should wait? Like after that we can say that it is gone. Like that is there in time period like
that much experience I don't have, bro. I just wait for the trade. I just wait and see how the candles are moving in daily basis. I don't watch intraday just to check whether if suppose my target is around 925 na.
Yeah.
So whenever it is reaching there, I will see how the breakout is happening or how the candles are reacting. So based on that, I will hold the trade or I will exit the trade. Based on that, it depends. Okay.
Yeah.
So now in our Facebook, in our Facebook. Wait, let me show something. Sorry, in our YouTube channel. Sorry. I just So I told Nifty expectation for June expiry is 9,900 plus levels. I'm bullish for now. And one person has commented saying like, how it's possible? Please explain. Okay. Now let me explain about Nifty. So this is Nifty chart. Clear now, bro?
Yeah.
So in Nifty chart, what am I seeing is like, okay. I have to draw again, delete all these lines, I guess. Okay. Okay. So in Nifty chart, what I could see is like Nifty was, if you see, Nifty was consolidating inside this zone.
Yeah.
Though it gave a breakout, again it came down and started consolidating in this zone. Clear now, bro? Hello?
Yeah. It's clear. Yeah.
So now what I would do is like Nifty, if you see, it has given a breakout. Clear? It has given a breakout. So what we have to do, we need to expect a pullback. So what I will do is like Nifty has given a breakout. I will expect a pullback at least till here. Okay. So if the pullback is normal and if it is not again going into the range, then Nifty is all set to go and touch this level. Okay, bro. So this is why I told June expiry, I'm expecting 9,900 plus levels because I expect that this also will get broken. That is what my expectation for Nifty is. Okay. So how did I analyze Nifty is like Nifty is still inside, Nifty was inside the range for a longer time. And after a longer time, it has given a breakout. And now I'm expecting a retest to happen. And then a good blast to upside can happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So if whosoever is having some expertise in option chain analysis, they can add some more lights on this. Like lights means they can give some more confirmation based on the put or based on the call volume. They can tell whether this is possible or not. Whosoever knows option chain, they can help us on this. Okay, so far now, this is what I have analyzed. So this is one way of analyzing charts, bro. Okay, I will tell you some more things. There are certain patterns where.
Like
Yes,
if there are, hello.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell, bro.
So actually, if we want to take a trade for 1 week like that, which time frame we should take? Like 1 hour.
1 hour is best, bro.
Yeah. 1 hour.
1 hour is best. And I will tell you some small hints now, bro. In Zerodha, okay, running of started, this will maintain 10 minutes. So in Zerodha, what they have done as functionality, added a functionality, bro. So they have introduced candlestick patterns. So it will tell you what are the candlestick patterns. See, piercing line, 3 outside. Okay, engulfing. These are some patterns they have told. Now change this to 1 hour time frame. Okay, in 1 hour time frame, any stock you take, bro, just randomly, I'm telling you, a Harami has formed at support zone. Okay, and see how the movement has gone. Okay, this has happened on 26th of May and it has got an end at 28th of May. Nearly 2 days the movement has happened. Okay, so why am I telling this is, in an hourly chart, if you are able to find some reversal patterns at the support or resistances, you can take the trade and hold for some time. Hello?
I can.
Okay, bro?
Yeah.
So here,
target
target you can keep based on Fibonacci, bro. Or what I would request you to do is follow this ATR stop loss. This dots are you are able to see these dots.
Yeah. Okay.
These dots are nothing but ATR trailing stops. Okay. So this is a spinning top which we have got at the resistance R2. And after that, we got a follow-up candle of big red. So if suppose you have sold here, just to keep the stop loss above this candle. Okay, you have to ensure the candle is getting closed for exit. And after that, just use ATR trailing stop loss and trail. For example, if you are going to enter the trade below this green candle, then you can hold the trade for having the stop loss as this candle's high. And after that, if you see, once this green trailing stop loss is broken, this trailing stop loss will go at the upside. So after that, you can use a trailing stop loss of what is showing in the system. Then the next day it was a gap down. The trailing stop loss also reduced, and after that it came. It again went and it broke the trailing stop loss. But you need to ensure this candle is closing above the trailing stop loss, and your exit should be high of this candle. Okay. Until that gets hit, you can hold the trade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This you can follow in intraday also, bro. In 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can follow that also.
It's like ATR and stop loss.
ATR trailing stop loss.
8 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. So 1 hour time frame, any support and resistance, if you are seeing any reversal pattern, just watch that for some few days or few weeks, how it is moving, how it is performing. Then based on that, you can confidently take some trades. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one method, bro. Watching the trail, watching the candles movement at the support and resistance, and you are going to take a trade. If you are taking a trade on 1 hour, you can at least hold the stock for minimum of 2 days. If you are taking a 1 hour means 2 days maximum, bro. 1 day means 1 week maximum. 1 week means 3 weeks at least maximum. Okay. Okay. And always in a positional trade, try to trail your stop loss and try to exit only your trailing stop loss is hit and getting closed below it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one method, bro. This is one method of doing it. Okay, bro.
And
bro,
trading method is
yes, bro. Trading method is
trailing method. We should use that ATR 15 minutes for positional loss.
yeah. In ATR, just to give this formula. Wait. In ATR trailing stop loss, give 21 period multiplier as 1.5. Okay, it varies from person to persons and analysis, bro. So some people use different type of ATR also. I will just share that details also to you. Okay, what are the best time frames and what are the best trailing stop loss we can use? I will just share that to you. Okay.